are you ready to understand how to make a LinkedIn profile in less than 60 minutes that attracts the recruiters? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna cover. And quickly, let's run through this. We have divided it in 5 steps. Step 1 is very clear in front of you. Step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. This is how I'm gonna cover in this video. If you are able to take these 5 steps, I am sure that you will see the results which you are looking forward. Now, quickly, just giving you a background and introduction about how this happened to be one of the big breakthroughs in my life. When I was stuck in my job, I was feeling that I should do something about my career, and I'm not getting the breakthroughs, I'm not even getting the interview calls. I was literally frustrated, and that frustration at the end of the day was impacting my family for whom I wanted to earn. Yeah, it was like 5 years dot in the same company, not able to get the right relevant jobs, and was making me feel that, am I good enough? Do I have that credibility in the market after holding now 14 plus years of experience that I can find out a relevant job? This was becoming a very big pain point. In fact, over and above, my manager was telling me that, Vishal, we are looking for someone in the organization who can spearhead you. We can bring in a category head in front of you and your team who can head that. A head overhead, a category head position was about to be filled by somebody else. And I just purchased a new home, I just purchased a new car, and then the loans and the EMIs were running all the time on my head. So that was becoming like a nightmare. I was getting some sleepless nights that how do I tackle with all these things? Plus the fight going on at home with my wife, that what are you doing? Why are you not able to switch the jobs? So all these things were kind of, giving me some sleepless nights. At that moment, what worked for me is what I'm going to share with you, where I went on to understand that LinkedIn profile can be a game changer if I want to attract some recruiters who can give me that high paying job opportunities. Okay, so in this video, I am going to answer following questions which you need to pay attention to. These are the questions which are running in your head. How do I optimize my LinkedIn profile to get the right job opportunities matching my job profile? Yeah, that's the number 1 question I'm going to address. Number 2, what are the best ways to search for jobs on LinkedIn? Number 3, how can I effectively network on LinkedIn to uncover various right job opportunities? So these are the 3 questions I am going to answer in this video. Big trigger in your mind could be that, is it even possible after creating a wow LinkedIn profile in less than 60 minutes that can I attract the opportunities from Google, Facebook, Amazon, and various other big companies which we call as fan and man companies? Yeah, is it possible? Yeah, let's see when I decode this entire 5-step LinkedIn creation framework, which will help you get closer to your dream job, your dream role, at least attracting those recruiters and those opportunities. Yeah. So we're going to start from step 1 now to create a wow LinkedIn profile, which will just take about 10 minutes for you to do this exercise, is to change your headshot picture. Yeah. The way you see in this picture on your left hand side, I am completely power dressed. Professional attire is just a one-time effort, and then your eye, your face has to be properly centered. When you are getting the picture done, you should look into the camera, and that's the most important thing. And LinkedIn allows you to crop this picture in a square, 400 into 400. When you are putting your picture, make sure you are using these dimensions. And maybe if you can hire a professional photographer, get it done rather than putting it through your mobile, or make someone click your picture properly in this zone. Yeah, that's how your step 1 is going to be absolutely spot on to create a LinkedIn profile picture. Yeah, and then we're gonna move to the step number 2, which is using an attractive headline. That is an industry specific headline using the specific keywords. That's your step 2, and the formula for this is very simple. But before I reveal the formula, we should know that why do we need to have an attractive headline is basically to get ourselves ranked in the recruiter list. When they come and search for your profile, when they search the keywords like agile coach, scrum master, etc., your profile should pop up. Now coming on to the formula which we have to use. It starts with title at the current company, whichever title you have right now, and then coming on to the specialization. You must be a master of one thing which you feel that you have the specialization in. You should mention about that, or the key skills. And then industry specific keywords. This is going to be a game changer. When you go on to the job search, when you find out some JDs, job descriptions, there are going to be some relevant industry specific keywords which you need to use. And then followed by that, accomplishments related to the projects, related to the job description you have seen. And that's where your headline, again in less than 10 minutes, is ready, because these all the things are already known to you and your job is done. So 10 minutes on a headshot and 10 minutes on your headline. Your first section is ready, which is the most important section. Now moving on to the step number 3, where we need to actually rewrite our about section. Again, this is very, very important. Why do we need to write our about section? Is that when a recruiter searches for our profile, the important step for a recruiter is to understand that if your profile has been coming up in the search, what are you doing? Who are you? What you do best? What makes you unique? And what you have accomplished so far. So these are the 4 questions which you need to put into the about section. These are about 2600 characters or maybe 40 words which LinkedIn allows you to use, and you have to curate it. And I'm going to give you a video here which you can watch. Tell Me About Yourself is a beautiful video which kind of covers all these bullet points in detail. Yeah, make sure you are putting your about section here. Might be you would need another 20 minutes to stitch this section, because this is an important one and a little detailed one. Yeah, that almost covers our step number 3. Now we are going to move to the step number 4, and this is also an important section, because when you are building up your profile, you also need to send some relevant connection requests. So you need to build a relevant network. The purpose of building a relevant network is to increase your reach to the right target audience, because LinkedIn has an algorithm. If you have the right target audience and if they like your post, if they like your profile, that automatically triggers and it reaches to the relevant people, the relevant audience who is from your industry. And some of the connections which you need to build, I have also specified maybe minimum 500 meaningful connections you need to have by sending them friend requests. LinkedIn allows easily about 10 friend requests you can send in a day. And that could be ranging from hiring managers to talent acquisition managers and to the recruiters. Yeah, a total of about 500 connections. If you are able to build that network, your game is absolutely on. Now moving on to the last step, which is step number 5, which is again an important section, because if you are a recruiter, and you will definitely coming onto a LinkedIn profile, because your LinkedIn profile is actually resume 2.0, where the experience section matters a lot. And I can just tell you that the people who have updated their experience section properly, they rank in the search 3.5x more times as compared to a normal candidate. Yeah. So what you need to do in that experience section, you need to quantify your job experience with data, that whatever results you have produced in what specific time would be a game changer, right? Like if you have built a website in less than 30 days, 40 days, please mention that, quantify that, talk about your contribution to the project you have worked on, and then mention the major tasks that you have accomplished, that you have completed, and then share your key accomplishments. In total, if you are able to mention this in the sequence of the jobs you have taken, I think your profile is absolutely ready. Yeah. One bonus tip and a bonus step is that if you can highlight your work through your customers, getting some cool testimonials in from your bosses, from your previous organizations, can actually help you build the credibility. Yeah. Overall, this is how you need to go into this. And also make sure you watch this video if you want to create a great network in and around. I've produced one video on networking as well. You can watch this video and make it happen. And this way, your profile is gonna be coming in the top 5%, where you have lot more job opportunities landing into your job profile. And as I mentioned, some of the mentees who got the opportunities from Google London, from Amazon, 6 offer letters, 7 offer letters, and the on-site opportunities, all that is going to be possible in your case if you have a great LinkedIn profile. Looking forward.
They also started pinging me that LinkedIn pe chhaye hue ho. So that is something which
LinkedIn mastery, it had helped me to a different level. I'm creating opportunities for myself.
Since I was looking out for a new job, LinkedIn mastery really helped me. Prior to that, I was building in my connection. I was reaching out to people. Now afterwards, people are sending me invite and I'm getting invites from some big names like many VPs and many you would like to be interviewed for this position.
I never applied for any job, but all the job seekers, they are reaching me, they are contacting me to get the interview scheduled and all.